Good day, class. Today we will be having physical education, and the topic will be about the nature and background of volleyball. And we all know that volleyball is an example of team sport. So pag sinabing team sport, the members or the players should be more than one sa isang team. So, pwedeng na 2 or more. Next. So here are the contents of this lesson. First is the nature and background, the facilities and equipment, the rules of the game, as well as the basic skills in playing volleyball. But before we proceed with the discussion about the volleyball, let us first know your understanding or let us test your understanding about the sports volleyball. So here, you are going to choose the words that you think are related to volleyball. So here are the words. First is dig, bounce, pass, dribbling, antenna, set, chest pass, spike, throw, shoot, poles, streak, overhead pass, pitch, set, jump serve, home run, net, sidearm, service. Let us now discuss the nature and background of volleyball. The Director of Physical Education in Young Men's Christian Association in Holyoke, Massachusetts, USA, named William J. Morgan, created the sport volleyball on 1895. So the elements of basketball, tennis, baseball, handball are combined together to create this sport. So yun, doon nag-umpisa yung tinatawag na volleyball when William J. Morgan created this sport as a combination of the elements used in basketball, in tennis, as well as in baseball and handball doon sa noong 1895 sa Holyoke, Massachusetts, USA. Another, William named it as mintonet. So before, hindi pa talaga volleyball ang tawag sa kanya. It is being called as mintonet na ang nagbigay na ng mintonet na pangalan is si William Morgan. So until a professor from Springfield College in Massachusetts noticed the volley nature of the game and proposed the volleyball as a name of the sport. So parang nakita yung paraan kung paano nilalaro yung volleyball, nakita yung volley style. Kaya doon kinuha yung term na volley doon sa word na volleyball. And then the Federation International de Volleyball or FIVB was founded in 1947 and they govern all forms of volleyball on a global level. So kung ang basketball may tinatawag na NBA, PBA, ang volleyball meron namang FIVB na ang ibig sabihin na a Federation International de Volleyball na sila yung responsible sa mga competitions na ginaganap internationally ng volleyball sports. Next, let us now discuss about the facilities and equipments used in playing volleyball. The facilities and equipments are the court dimension, the net, pole, antenna, ceiling height, and as well as the ball. First is the court dimension. So, dito makikita sa screen yung iba't ibang measurement ng mga spaces papunta dun sa iba't ibang zone sa volleyball as well as the measurement of the different lines at ang mga lines nga na ito ay tinatawag na ito halimbawa yung ating center line nasa gitna sa may baba ng net sa pagitan ng dalawang court ng opposing teams. And then ito naman ang tinatawag na backline. This is the service area. Ito yung tinatawag natin front zone. At ito naman ang tinatawag na back zone. So, ang measurement mula sa center line papunta dito sa line na ito ay 3 meters. 18 meters naman mula doon sa court sa kabila papunta dito sa dulo ng court. So 18 meters. Tapos 9 meters naman dito. Next equipment is the so it is above the center line. For the written completion, it is 7 feet and 4 inches above the ground and 8 feet above for men. So magkaiba yung sukat para sa lalaki at para sa babae. Next, the pole. Ito yung ating pole. So it is set 36 feet apart and 3 feet further out from the sidelines. Next is the antenna. It is attached to the net on each end. The purpose of the antenna is to give the referee and players an aid to judge if the ball is in play or out of bound. Kasi pag nag-in or out, dun masasabi kung sino ba sa team ang magkakaroon ng score. It is often red and white in color. The patterns consist of a large red part followed by a large white part repeatedly. So, ito yung halimbawa ng antenna. Next, the ceiling height. So, the height of the ceiling should be 23 feet or higher. And last is the ball. It is a spherical ball made from leather or synthetic leather with a circumference of 25.6 or to 26.4 and weight should be 9.2 to 9.9 ounce. So, the background of the sports volleyball. The game is played by 2 teams with 6 players each. On play yun. Kasi pwede kasi tayong lumagpas sa 6 players sa isang team provided na ang maglalaro in-game ay 6 players lang bawat team. So, pwede naman magdagdag ng ibang players for substitution. To gain the score, the player should hit the ball using the hands over the net into the opponent's court in such a manner that the opponent is unable to return the ball. So, ang pinaka-goal nga nito ng volleyball is, syempre, matamaan mo yung bola na paparating sa'yo at mailipat sa kabilang court. At kailangan i-make sure mo na yung paglipat or paghagis mo sa kabilang court or dun sa kalaban ay hindi nila maibabalik yung bola sa iyo para makuha mo yung score. The match can last for more than 1 hour to 1 hour and 30 minutes. So, hanggang 1 hour and 30 minutes lang. But the clock is not a factor. The game continues until one team has won 3 games. So, possible na hindi rin masunod ang oras. Mas lalo na kung sa unang 3 laro ay yung isang team lang talaga yung nananalo. So, yung oras siguro makukonsider siya kung saliitan or dumating sa time na nagkaroon na sila ng parehas na score na 2 yung sa isang team and then 2 rin yun sa kabila. So, parang yung next game is magiging decision game. Next. So, the first 4 sets are played to 25 points. But when the match goes to a 5th set, this game is only played to 15 points. So, ang total ng scores or points na pwedeng makuha sa isang match should be 25 points. No? So, kung halimbawa naman na ang both team ay nagkaroon ng parehas na 2 matches na panalo or nag-2 yung score, yung deciding match or yung last match ay 15 points na lang ang kukunin. To win a set, a team should win by 2 points. So, kailangan ay ang score, ang lead sa isa ay 2 points. Halimbawa, kailangan ang score mo ay kunyari ay 23, 25. Pwede rin namang mas dumami. Basta kung sino yung unang maka 25 points, sila yung panalo. Pero kung sila ay halimbawa ay biglang naka 25 points tapos 24 yung sa kalaban, hindi pa yun pwede. Kailangan makascore pa sila ng another 1 point, maging 26 yun, para yung bid nila sa isang team ay maging 2 points. Next. So, rules of the game. Rule number 1, the official court measurement must be 18 meters by 9 meters. Yung sinabi ko kasi kanina, yung pinaka measurement ng buong court ay kailangan ay 18 by 9 meters. Rule number 2, to start the game, the server may serve from anywhere behind the end line, either overarm or underarm, in the opposing team's side of the court. So later, malalaman ninyo kung ano ba yung tinatawag na service, kung paano ba to ginagawa. Pero ang service, ito talaga yung nag-uumpisa or nag-i-start ng game. So, may iba't ibang paraan nga kung paano ito ginagawa. Next. Rule number 3, the opponent team is permitted a maximum of 3 touches before sending the ball back over the net. So, sa isang team, ang pwede lang talagang touches bago nyo maibalik sa allow the touches sa ball bago nyo maibalik sa kalaban ay hanggang 3 touches lang, hindi pwedeng tumaas. Kasi pag yan ay naging 4, automatic ang score ay mapupunta sa inyong kalaban. Next. Rule number 4, the player is not allowed to touch twice the ball in a row, but they are allowed to hit the ball on the first and third contact. So, kailangan yung pag-hit mo sa bola, kung ikaw ay isa dun sa player ng team, hindi dapat magkasunod mong mahihit yung bola. Kailangan ay may pagitan na iba mong ka-teammate. Kasi magiging double na yon ang score mapupunta sa kalaban. And then rule number 5, the ball must be hit, not caught. So, ang bola ay inyong ihihit, hindi nyo dapat sasaluhin. Kasi pag yun ay sinalo nyo, automatic sa inyo yung, sa kalaban ninyo yung score. Sa inyo nag-last or sa inyo tumigil yung bola. Hindi nyo na ibalik sa kabila. Kasi sinalo nyo. Holding the ball. And then rule number 6, the serving team receives a point if the opponent fails to return the ball over the net, hit the ball out of bound, or commit a violation. So, sa service, possible na agad na makita yung scores. Lalo na kung halimbawa, pag nag-serve yung isang player dun sa isang team, tapos pag hit niya ng service, nag-out dun sa line, dun sa back line, or sa sideline, ang score automatic dun na sa kalaban. Or, possible naman sa service, halimbawa niya ay nag-serve siya, tapos nakapasok dun sa court, tapos hindi na salo ng kalaban, hindi na ibalik sa kanila, automatic ang score ay sa kanila mapupunta dun sa nag-serve. Next, rule number 7, when the team wins the point, then they go to serve. So, kung sino yung naka-score, sa kanila yung sunod na service. Hindi pwede dun sa kabila. Then, rule number 8, every time a team wins the serve from the other team, the players rotate their position on court clockwise so that everyone gets a chance to serve. So, nagkakaroon ng rotation sa service. Halimbawa ay yung nasa unahan, kapag siya na ang service, yung katabi niya, siya naman ang susunod pag bumalik na sa kanila yung bola, or kapag sila na ulit yung titira or magse-serve. Next. So, basic skills needed in playing volleyball. First is serving. Siyempre, may iba't ibang paraan kung paano tayo magse-serve ng bola. First, yung tinatawag natin underhand service. To serve, the player holds the ball in one hand. So, yung isang kamay naka-hold sa bola. Swing the right arm backward. And then transfer weight to the front front foot and strikes the ball from the bottom with a face. So, parang susuntokin mo yung hindi naman ang pagsuntok mo ay pa-forward. Parang ang strike mo is pataas. Siyempre, para lumiban siya sa net. So, yan ang halimbawa na nasa picture kung paano step by step na paggawa ng tinatawag na underhand service. Next, the overhand service. To serve the ball, the player should toss the ball above the head and hit it by extending the arm. So, yan nga, tinatawag na overhand. Ibig sabihin sa taas, over. So, parang ang style niya is kung familiar kayo sa tinatawag na spike, kung saan above the head is papaluin niyo yung bola. So, kailangan makakaliban siya against sa net para either kung halimbawa ay hindi makuha ng kalaban or maibalik sa inyo ng kalaban, kayo na agad yung makakakuha ng puntos. Next. So, sidearm service. To serve, the player should draw the right arm from the back and then swing it forward to hit the ball. The ball may be hit directly or it may toss into the air and few inches high, hitting the mask follows through a parallel to floor. So, yun ang style kung paano matinatawag yung sidearm. Next is passing. The most important skill in playing volleyball. If the player can pass the ball after the serve, then the team can take a point. So, kailangan ay meron kayong tamang paraan or you are skilled in passing the ball to your teammate. Halimbawa ay magkakaroon kayo ng tinatawag na setting. So, kailangan ang pagpapasa ninyo na ng bola is siyempre pinag-iisipan. Pwedeng kung halimbawa ay ayaw nyo na kumbaga maganda ng tabi ng bola sa inyo, gusto nyo is maibalik na sa kalaban in a way na hindi na niya kayang maibalik sa inyo para sa inyo ang puntos. Next. So, paano ba ipasa ang bola? First, for the ready position, the players needs to bend their knees. So, kailangan naka-lower ang body, naka-bend ang ating knees. The four fingers perpendicular and the thumb are parallel to each other. The player must strengthen their arms to hit the ball either by arms or wrist. So, sa pag-hit ng bola, hindi kamay ang ginagamit natin para hindi siya lumabas or mag-outside. Kailangan ang gamitin natin ay buong katawan. Pero syempre, dun siya tatama dapat sa ating arms. Next, the next skill is digging. It is defensive maneuver that the player save the team from the attack or spike of the offensive team. It is almost the same with the pass, but in dig, the player use different part of their body part, such as foot, hands, arms, and sometimes legs, just to save the ball. So, as long as yan ay parte ng katawan mo, okay lang na yan ay gamitin mo sa pag-receive ng bola. Ang mahalaga ay mai-save mo yung bola na hindi mag-touch ng floor para maiwasan na magka-score ang kalaban. So, pero yung pinaka talaga yung tinatawag natin digging na parang sa style ng pag-receive. Next. So, ito yung dalawang drills na pwede nyo gamitin when you are practicing digging. Parang big pass. So, the drill A and the drill B. Next, setting. So, it is a tactical skill that the player receive the ball and direct it to the player who can spike it in the opponent's court. So, gagawin nito as long as hanggang 3 touches lang kayo. Kasi ito ay halimbawa, i-receive ng isang player ang yung bola. Pag-receive niya is nakaset. And then, syempre, gaganda yung posisyon ng bola na kayang paluin ng spiker o yung tagapalo mismo ng bola na naka-assign doon sa inyong team. So, So yun ang silbi ng ng setting. Para syempre 'di ba pag spike mas may edge siya na gamitin kasi medyo mabilis at pababa talaga yung dating ng bola. Kaya medyo mas mahirap na siya ay maibalik ng kalaban. Next, so setting pa rin, paano ba mag-set ng ball? The player who will receive the ball needs to make sure that their hands fit in the shape of the ball. To toss, pwedeng tossing na tinatawag, kung saan yung ating daliri ang ginagamit. To receive the ball, pag above the head yon, through pushing the ball and extending their arms. Pero, pwede nating i-receive yung bola or i-set through digging, parang sa digpas. Yun nga lang, pag punta sa iyo ng bola, kailangan syempre medyo tataasan mo yung in a way na maganda pa rin yung dating sa magiging spike. Next. Setting pa rin. So, ito naman yung drill C na pwede nyo practicein. Parang sa tossing to in setting the ball. Next, spiking. So it is an act of slamming the ball in downward motion across the net to the opponent's court. Siyempre, kailangan talaga ay downward or patusok yung pagpalo mo sa bola. At siyempre, you need to consider the yung net. Baka naman tusok nga yung pagtira, pero hindi naman pasok sa net, sa ilalim ng net tumaan. So, kanino ang score? Sa kalaban na rin. Kailangan medyo mataas kang tumalon para ma-spike mo ng maayos yung bola. How to spike the ball? Step the right foot followed by the left foot, then jump and hit the ball. So, step right foot, then left, then jump and hit the ball. So, paluin ang bola. Another, from spiking, it is an act of next is yung skill na blocking. So it is an action taken by the player to stand or jump in front of the net to stop the opponent's attack. So ito naman yung ginagamit na na pangontra sa spike ng kalaban. So, pag alam mo na na isinet na nung mga kalaban, tapos ay nakahanda na for spiking yung isang member ng kalaban, kailangan tapatan mo na siya by raising your two hands para patak ng bola dun sa may taas ng net at lumampi dun sa hands mo na nakataas, babalik sa kanila dahil sa puwersa kasi ng ng spike, babalik sa kanila yung bola pag tumama mismo doon sa iyo. So, how to block the ball? For the ready position, the player should bend their knees and elbow and the arms are raised in front of the face. Bakit? Kailangan natin yun? Kasi parang bubuelo tayo, para tayo ay makajump ng mas mataas, para mas maabot natin gaano makataas yung bola na in-spike ng ating kalaban. The blocker must be alert and prepared to run left or right when the setter set to the spiker. Siyempre, kailangan ay matalas yung iyong pakiramdam. Sa palagay mo, kanino ba ito ibibigay ng setter? Dito ba yung sa isa? Siya ba yung dapat mong i-block? Or dito sa isa? Parang aanin mo yung movement ng kalaban. Pag-aaralan. Then, the blocker should jump straight with extended arms and spread fingers to successfully alter the opponent's attack. Siyempre, kailangan ay full fingers na taas buong arms. Baka naman ito ay tumalon, tapos hindi naman nakataas ang kamay. Alin ang tatamaan? Hindi yung kamay. Next. Okay, so we are now done with the discussion about the nature and background of the sports volleyball. So let me explain to you for learning task to be done. Here, so you are going to answer the activity easily by clicking on the link to be given by your teacher. So learning task 8, read and identify the statement below. Choose your answer from the box below. Write your answers in your answer sheet. So ano yung mga box na binubuo na or nandito yung ilang terms na discuss natin about the nature and background of volleyball. So you are going to choose from these words inside the box kung alin ba yung nararapat sa bawat numbers from 1 to 10. And for your performance task, you are going to answer learning task 6, page 34. You have to use a sheet of paper and then take a photo of your output after drawing. So ano ba ang dapat na nandoon sa inyong drawing? So write the measurement of the standard volleyball court. So gamitin ang meter as a unit instead of using mga feet or inches or centimeters. So do this in your activity sheet or on a sheet of paper. So here is a sample video about volleyball. So during your free time, you can view this sample video to better understand the different skills used and as well as the equipments and facilities of the sports volleyball.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is me.
Okay, so that's all for today. So I am hoping that you have learned a lot. See you again next week for our health discussion.